When I think SME Accelerate, I think access to digital tools, real life solutions that you can roll out in your businesses today, not tomorrow, today, and these solutions will transform your business. Training, targeted, segmented, and carefully curated to meet your specific needs. I'm particularly excited about our partnership with Nova Business School. Last year, we took 50 business leaders through an intensive mini MBA series. The impact is showing in their businesses today as we speak. Webinars, industry experts speaking on topics that will help you grow your business or start one. Real insights into programs targeted at MSMEs so our customers can also apply. We are partnering with major business fairs so our MSMEs can be part of these fairs that creates access to market for them. Real digital experience centers where you can walk in and tell us exactly what the problems you are facing in your businesses today are, so that we can co-create and build a solution that will impact many other businesses like yours. To crown it all, SME Awards in partnership with SMEGA, where you get to be recognized for the impact you are making in your field.
Are you a business owner, young entrepreneur, woman in business, or running a small or large SME? Then this is for you. SME Accelerate brings together the ideas, opportunities, and support needed to move your business forward.
Obiambra meyin siazi SME Accelerate wababatina mama yenjo ho baka yen ho SME Accelerate na yen fa wedwuma nkwenyim
anyeme nya ba wo fe akomi SME Accelerate ebe ko nye he wo ye obie nye ba ni wonye wanye nyanyina no twumoe aya he
ye krado ne bra na yen chọ ekwan a wadwuma ebetumpon
Magagledo kiola foya ba SME Accelerate Initiative amo. Clomido le dodo yanu eye na nogoma blibo.
Good business means seeing the possibilities and maximizing opportunities. Making sure you have a responsive support system backs your business goals. A partner that gives you a stable platform with reliable connectivity and seamless solutions, and better understands the tools required to take you to the next level. With so many moving parts in running a business, we do our best to provide you with some stability. The only kind of stability you can find with MTN Business Broadband, the fastest and most reliable internet provider in Ghana, making sure you stay ahead and stay connected, because we understand what makes your business tick.
Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh or call or WhatsApp 0244 308 111.
MTN. Good business means seeing the possibilities and maximizing opportunities. Making sure you have a responsive support system backs your business goals. A partner that gives you a stable platform with reliable connectivity and seamless solutions, and better understands the tools required to take you to the next level. With so many moving parts in running a business, we do our best to provide you with some stability. The only kind of stability you can find with MTN Business Broadband, the fastest and most reliable internet provider in Ghana, making sure you stay ahead and stay connected, because we understand what makes your business tick.
Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh or
When I think SME Accelerate, I think access to digital tools, real life solutions that you can roll out in your businesses today, not tomorrow, today, and these solutions will transform your business. Training, targeted, segmented, and carefully curated to meet your specific needs. I'm particularly excited about our partnership with Nova Business School. Last year, we took 50 business leaders through an intensive mini MBA series. The impact is showing in their businesses today as we speak. Webinars, industry experts speaking on topics that will help you grow your business or start one. Real insights into programs targeted at MSMEs so our customers can also apply. We are partnering with major business fairs so our MSMEs can be part of these fairs that creates access to market for them. Real digital experience centers where you can walk in and tell us exactly what the problems you are facing in your businesses today are, so that we can co-create and build a solution that will impact many other businesses like yours. To crown it all, SME Awards in partnership with SMEGA, where you get to be recognized for the impact you are making in your field.
Are you a business owner, young entrepreneur, woman in business, or running a small or large SME? Then this is for you. SME Accelerate brings together the ideas, opportunities, and support needed to move your business forward.
Obiambra meyensiaze. SME Accelerate Webinar. Mama yenjoho. Bakayen who SME Accelerate na yenfa wejuma nkwenyim.
Anyeme. Nya ba wo fe akome. SME Accelerate ebekon.
Okay guys.
Nye he wo yo obie. Nye ba ni wonye wo wanye. Nye nyina no twumoe. Aya he.
Ye krado ne bra na yencho ekwan a wadwuma ebetumpon.
Magagledo kiola for ya ba SME Accelerate initiative amo. Clomido le dodo yanu eye na nogoma blibo.
Let's have a conversation more than being grammatically correct. That's just the way I am. Once we go live, me, I'll be playful. Look at us. Yeah.
Hello everyone, good morning, or should I say yellow? I'm sure you know my face from Stay by Plan. My name is Afichega and I'm so excited for today. We are having the MTN SME Accelerate Youth Entrepreneur Webinar 2026. And the reason why I'm so excited is because we are talking about everything side hustles. In our day and age, Charlie, you have to make sure that you have something on the side to support you. So irrespective of whether you have a 9 to 5 or whether you're in school, this is probably something you're thinking about. And I'm very excited because we have very lovely, experienced ladies in here with us. We have Laurentia, we have Chichi, and Amma would also be joining us soon. So let's get right into it. I would like to know more about you and then your big businesses. Make sure you share everything else with me. I'll add more because I've done my research and I'm very excited.
So my name is Laurentia Bazaldako. I'm a lawyer. This will be my 15th year at the bar, I'm a former MTN, so my blood is very yellow. I started my business, Bazaar Art Studios, or Babies by Bazaar, while I was still working in the legal department at MTN. And then I left to build the business better and bigger, and now I'm back into legal practice as a private legal practitioner.
Right.
I have 3 kids and a lovely husband.
Thank you so much. And to you, Chichi.
My name is Chichi Yakubu, founder and CEO of Nyonyo Essentials. I like to describe that as a foodpreneur. And what started as my side hustle while pursuing what I actually went to school to learn as an HR back in a market research company became something bigger than me. And also I have kids, I have beautiful boy and girl twin. And I like to describe myself as your Instagram sister. So if you're watching, I'm here just to give you all the big sister tips you need to know. I'm married, of course, to my college sweetheart, and I'm looking forward to having an exciting conversations with Laurentia and yourself, actually.
Awesome, awesome. I think the conversation we are having today is very timely because even looking at the facts and then the data, we know that the GDP contribution from SMEs, which are small and medium enterprises, is about 70%. And about 92% of businesses actually fall within this category. And it's so amazing to see that both of you have been in the 9 to 5 and you've started your own businesses. So they are not just coming to explain to us without evidence. They actually know what it's like to move a business into that final form. I'm even sure you guys will say, oh, it's just the beginning, we are still growing. So let's really get into it. What does it really take to move a side hustle into a structured business? I think I'll start with Laurentia again. Yes.
I think when you are working in, let's say you're in school or you're in a 9 to 5, there are a lot of us who consider having extra money.
Yeah.
That is usually the main reason why a lot of people will start a side hustle, to get some extra money or to occupy my spare time.
Yeah.
Now, before you actually think of starting a side hustle, you need, in my opinion, what I learned, because I moved from law into photography. And I realized that what really helped me was actually knowing how to perform the business in the side hustle, knowing how to take photos myself, knowing how to edit myself, because that is the main reason why a lot of side hustles fail. I'm sure we all have friends who have started one business or the other, and then you ask them about it 6 months, 1 year down the line, and they're no longer doing it because, yeah. I know people who have opened salons and they have no idea how to do hair. People who have started a clothing line, they don't know how to sew. Chichi cooks very well. So if she is going into catering, it's something that, with the little that I know about her, she grew up into it, so it's easier. So that's one thing that I would recommend, that before you think of a side hustle, it should be something that you can supervise. It should be something that you can criticize, because you're mostly not there. If it's something that other people are running for you when you're not there, it's something that you should be able to assess the quality of it when you are not there.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I always say that nobody is going to push your baby business as much as yourself.
Yeah.
So you should definitely have the passion and then some sort of a knack for whatever business category.
Exactly.
And for you, Chichi, I mean, HR, moving into food, like, give me the tea. Were you cooking and giving people in the office and they're like, hey, please, I'll pay you for it. And you're like, you know what? I have to start this business. How did it become a thing?
Just to add on, yes, money is always a motive, because now I say this with so much conviction that we cannot rely on only one stream or one source of income anymore. The way the economy is set up, it's not just Ghana, the whole world. So imagine if you are surviving on only one stream of income.
Yeah.
You won't be able to live a full life unless, of course, everyone has what they are here for.
Yeah.
But in my life, in the life I had envisioned for myself as a younger, maybe even back then in college, I've always had something to do. So money is always being a motivation. So back in college, I found myself trading tech products. BlackBerry was a thing. I was always selling something. I look at where I am. Is there a need? Is there a gap? Then I fill the gap. That is how I operate. I will say this. Food came in when I thought life had ended for me. I didn't love myself. I had gained so much weight. So it was about developing myself. Myself had gained so much weight. So it was about developing myself. So I went into the kitchen. Even though I grew up in a food background family where most of my moms, my aunties are doing food, as in on a small scale, big scale, chop bar, you name it, anything food. I have someone I'm related to who has done it. But I never saw myself to be that. I'm a people's person. If you ask me, Chichi, what is your talent? I'll tell you, dealing with people, if that is a thing. Because I love people, I know how to get people to do what they have to do. I can get people to see their full potential. I can get people to reason with me for us to, create magic. So I have a good people skills. So that is my passion. Then food came along because I had another thing to pursue. That's why we are layered. So I had gained so much weight, I wasn't happy with what I was seeing. So I started this weight loss journey. That was supposed to be a personal journey. So then again, it's something that came naturally to me, something I was passionate about, something that I knew I had to solve for myself. So solution-oriented.
Right.
So if you're solution-oriented people, things will keep coming to you. So I started catering for my needs, my food. And guess what? Results, it speaks louder. I started shedding the weight. I was losing at an exponential speed. Meanwhile, I've always been a gym junkie, meaning I work out. Anyone who knows me knows I love working out. So I've been working out all my life. Meanwhile, the whole time, the 80% of the job had to start in the kitchen. So when I took that part of the job into my own hands, results online, people saw it, people started asking questions. Then I realized, even though it was my need, there is a gap in the market. And this is the entrepreneurial aspect of me kicking in again. I realized, okay, people will actually pay for this. Then money, being the secondary motive, came in. So passion, money, and then I fused it all together. Before I knew it, I was selling salads and sandwiches. Then I added on jollof because I realized that our dynamics and where we come from, we are Ghanaians. We can't survive on salad.
Carbohydrates. Oh,
you know,
madam,
we have to grow and enjoy the things actually we know, our palate knows. So I won't come and mince it, and then it becomes boring. So I realized that, listen, our locally foods, the things we grew up on that we enjoy so much, be it fufu, banku, gari, photo, jollof, it's all about moderation and how the processes are made.
That's true.
So when the gap came, the need also showed up, I realized, okay, I can do this. And then I jumped on it. And then before you knew it, I realized that this is a whole business. So that is how I got there.
Very interesting. I'm sure a lot of you know Nyonyo. If you close your eyes and you see any red or green logo, that's a business. I've seen that you've catered to so many people, and it's really full circle to see you here, really sharing everything that's caused that journey, something that was happening with you that people could relate to. So now I want to go to Laurentia, because Laurentia is taking pictures of babies. I mean, toddlers as well, families, but the main thing that most people know you for is Babies by Bazal. This is also very niche. When you started, was this like what you wanted to do from the very beginning, or you kind of shifted it little by little? You started with wedding photography, then you said, this one is not working. Like, what was the journey like?
I think that I have always been an art lover. I remember back at the law school, when I'm really stressed, I'll sketch or I'll draw or something. And growing up, I always have artworks like all over the house, and my parents encouraged me. And I remember having a conversation with my dad right before I went into secondary school, where I wanted to study visual art. But then he was like, why don't you pursue art as a hobby and then pursue another option as your main career? So that's what I did. Then I went on to study law, became a lawyer. But you know, when something is within you, it finds its way to come out. You cannot really hide it. So I've even done makeup artistry before because I love expressing myself artistically. So I started with makeup artistry. I've done a bit of hairstyling. I'm sure those who know, my friends who know me from way back will remember that aspect. So when I was in the legal department in MTN, I had only one baby at that time. I wasn't too occupied. And so I started naturally looking for ways to do art. And so when I started Babies by Bazal, I wasn't even the person taking the photos. I love kids. I've been a Sunday school teacher for a very long time. And I was drawn to that niche because there was a gap, as Chichi mentioned, in the market. Nobody was doing child photography the way I wanted to do it, you know. I'll take so much time in styling the set, doing floral arrangements, balloon work, creating backgrounds, you know. And then I also like to create things that are in trend. So I remember we did something for National Science and Maths quiz where we created a whole set with a baby, you know. So those things bring me so much joy. I could do that for the whole day and not be tired. So I've never really been so passionate about pursuing other genres of photography aside family photography. So I'm not interested in landscape, I'm not interested in events and all that. But you start with babies, and the mothers are like, I love what you did for my child.
Please add me.
So please add me. Fact. Grandma is like, I like what you did for my daughter and my granddaughter. So please add me. So that is how we built the business. It started as Babies by Bazal. At a point, we had to grow to become Bazal Art Studios because we're no longer capturing only babies. We have boudoir sessions for mothers and beauty sessions for mothers. We have a whole package called Shades of Grey, which is for the elderly. If you don't have grey hair, don't come. That is for the elderly.
Nice.
Now people are asking, you know, so you take my my photos when I'm pregnant, but how about when I'm about to deliver, when I'm going through labor? Sometimes I want to remember that. So we do birth photography.
Right.
So our niche is everything family.
Nice.
Yeah, right from when you're inside, when you're coming out, when you're finally here, when you're in school. We do graduation photos for the kids, kindergarten, all that in schools. And so it's family related. And then I think that at the background of that all is my passion for art. And it keeps growing. It looks like a small niche, but there's so much in there. Yeah. And it's good to stick to your passion. Don't be, so photography is broad. I get requests for so many different aspects of photography, but I tell them I will not do a good job for it. People ask me for product shoots. I have a client who sells spectacles who wanted, I told them, I'm not a product photographer. Bring me the kids, come as a family, and I'll do an excellent job for you. So I always refer to other photographers. So go to this person, she'll do an amazing work for you, go to this person. So the passion has to be there 100%. And stick to your passion and grow it. Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. I think we have a good context of the people sitting here with us. I think one important thing I would like us to zoom into next is now, okay, we know what you guys have done and we understand what you're up to. Now let's look at the people who are listening and watching, those who are in school, those who have 9 to 5. How do they apply it in their lives? And everybody watching, I hope you are using MTN for your internet, because I don't want you to miss anything because to do loading, especially if you're also thinking about having a business. Because when your internet goes down, so does your business, and that is not a risk you can afford. MTN Business Unlimited Fiber Broadband keeps you running with speeds up to 500 Mbps, 0 data caps, and connectivity that doesn't quit. But here's what sets it apart. Built-in Cloudflare cybersecurity, a dedicated static IP, round-the-clock tech support, and complimentary graphic business subscription. So you are not just connected, but you are protected and informed. 3 plans, unlimited potential, only on MTN Unlimited Fiber Broadband. So let's just go for a quick break, and then when we come back, I have a surprise for you. Tell your friends to join us well. Share the link.
When I think SME Accelerate, I think access to digital tools, real life solutions that you can roll out in your businesses today, not tomorrow, today, and these solutions will transform your business. Training, targeted, segmented, and carefully curated to meet your specific needs. I'm particularly excited about our partnership with Nova Business School. Last year, we took 50 business leaders through an intensive mini MBA series. The impact is showing in their businesses today as we speak. Webinars, industry experts speaking on topics that will help you grow your business or start one. Real insights into programs targeted at MSMEs so our customers can also apply. We are partnering with major business fairs so our MSMEs can be part of these fairs that creates access to market for them. Real digital experience centers where you can walk in and tell us exactly what the problems you are facing in your businesses today are, so that we can co-create and build a solution that will impact many other businesses like yours. To crown it all, SME Awards, in partnership with SMEGA, where you get to be recognized for the impact you are making in your field.
Are you a business owner, young entrepreneur, woman in business, or running a small or large SME, then this is for you. SME Accelerate brings together the ideas, opportunities, and support needed to move your business forward.
Obiambra meyensiaze. SME Accelerate Webinar. Ma meyenjo ho. Baka yen ho SME Accelerate na yemfa wedwuma nkwenyim.
Anyeme. Nya ba wo fie komi. SME Accelerate ebekon. Nye ho wo yo bie. Nye ba ni wonye wanye. Nyanyina nuchumoe. Aya hie.
Ye krado ne bra na yencho ekwan a wadwuma ebetumpon.
Magagledo kiola for ya ba SME Accelerate initiative amo. Clomido le dodo yanu eye na nogoma blibo.
Good business means seeing the possibilities and maximizing opportunities. Making sure you have a responsive support system. Backs your business goals. A partner that gives you a stable platform with reliable connectivity and seamless solutions, and better understands the tools required to take you to the next level. With so many moving parts in running a business, we do our best to provide you with some stability. The only kind of stability you can find with MTN Business Broadband, the fastest and most reliable internet provider in Ghana, making sure you stay ahead and stay connected, because we understand what makes your business tick.
Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh or call or WhatsApp 0244 308 111.
When I think SME Accelerate, I think access to digital tools, real life solutions that you can roll out in your businesses today, not tomorrow, today, and these solutions will transform your business. Training, targeted, segmented, and carefully curated to meet your specific needs. I'm particularly excited about our partnership with Nova Business School. Last year, we took 50 business leaders through an intensive mini MBA series. The impact is showing in their businesses today as we speak. Webinars, industry experts speaking on topics that will help you grow your business or start one. Real insights into programs targeted at MSMEs so our customers can also apply. We are partnering with major business fairs so our MSMEs can be part of these fairs that creates access to market for them. Real digital experience centers where you can walk in and tell us exactly what the problems you are facing in your businesses today are, so that we can co-create and build a solution that will impact many other businesses like yours. To crown it all, SME Awards in partnership with SMEGA, where you get to be recognized for the impact you are making in your field.
Are you a business owner, young entrepreneur, woman in business, or running a small or large SME? Then this is for you. SME Accelerate brings together the ideas, opportunities, and support needed to move your business forward.
Obiambra meyensiaze. SME Accelerate Webinar. Ma meyenjo ho. Baka yen ho SME Accelerate na yemfa wedwuma nkwenyim.
Anyeme. Nya ba wo fie komi. SME Accelerate ebekon. Nye ho wo yo bie. Nye ba ni wonye wanye. Nyanyina nuchumoe. Aya hie.
Ye krado ne bra na yencho ekwan a wadwuma ebetumpon.
Magagledo kiola for ya ba SME Accelerate initiative amo. Clomido le dodo yanu eye na nogoma blibo.
Good business means seeing the possibilities and maximizing opportunities. Making sure you have a responsive support system. Backs your business goals. A partner that gives you a stable platform with reliable connectivity and seamless solutions, and better understands the tools required to take you to the next level. With so many moving parts in running a business, we do our best to provide you with some stability. The only kind of stability you can find with MTN Business Broadband, the fastest and most reliable internet provider in Ghana, making sure you stay ahead and stay connected, because we understand what makes your business tick.
Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh or call or WhatsApp 0244 308 111.
MTN.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for staying with us. This is an MTN business webinar, and I'm so excited. I told you I had a surprise for you. So I'm coming to reveal my surprise in 3, 2, 1. Surprise! Our late comer is here. She goes by the name of Amma Bearland.
Yeah.
Let's all clap for Amma. So Amma, why are you late? Why are you late?
This
We're
is
waiting for
actually,
you.
This is actually a good learning lesson for me. Yesterday, I took on 3 jobs. The whole of this week, I've been going on set, and I took on 3 jobs. In the morning, I worked with a brand that we were going on tour till 5 p.m. From 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., I did, I'm hosting a show, so I went to pre-record for that. And then after that, I went to a World Cup viewing for another brand. So I was very exhausted. So this is a learning lesson. Like, don't overwork yourself, because then now you start being late, and I'm not a late person.
I kept saying it. That
Yes,
Amma is
I'm
always
not.
early.
I'm always early. So now it's ruining my branding. Like, so yeah, you have to take it easy.
Don't
like,
worry, we forgive you. We forgive you. So now that you are here, we have to bring you up to speed. We've just been discussing side businesses. We've been looking at their businesses, and we all know Amma is the owner of Dia Organics, and even before that, she actually had a delivery business. I'm sure a lot of you don't know this, but she had a delivery business. So just let us know a little bit about yourself, how you started Dia Organics, and then we take it from there.
So my name is Princess Berland. I'm a social media content creator and influencer. I'm also a business owner. I own 3 businesses: Dia Organics, which was my first brand; Dia Studio, my second brand, which is a salon. Dia Organics is a hair care brand. Dia Studio is we braid, and then Dia Beauty Supply, which will be launching on the 11th of July. We sell beauty supply items from hair extensions, braiding extensions, all your skincare products from abroad and within Ghana, Africa. We'll have that available for you. And how I started Dia Organics. I started in school. I started a YouTube page where I wanted to teach people how to do their hair, but people used to text me that they can't find the ingredients to make the oils and stuff. And then there was something that happened, and I got popularity, and I had to make use of it. So I started selling, and we are here now.
Okay, amazing. So we actually ran a survey before this webinar, and more than half of the people feel that balancing work and a side business is very challenging. I think we know that you people have done it successfully. You are making money. So as people are watching, I want us to give them real-time advice, right? So I'll start with Amma, because she came late. Yes. So Amma, we know you as an influencer as well. People can always fall into the trap of like likes, views, and then they are not making sales. So practically, if someone is trying to start a side business and they are looking to start with social media and all of that, how can they find a way by which those followers can translate into sales?
Yes, so I always say this, that be a storyteller. With all my businesses, I've told a story somehow. So with Dia Organics, I cut my hair.
Yes, we all remember.
And this is, everybody thinks this is not the first time, this is the second time actually. When I started the business, I cut my hair unconsciously, because that time I was just doing it for YouTube, not to actually sell. So when I decided to sell products, people already knew that this has been working. And this was a year after, so people already knew. And then I cut my hair again.
I think you should say you went bald. You didn't like let them understand.
I went
She
bald,
shaved everything off.
Everything like bald.
Yes.
Two different times, and all these times my hair has grown. So if you know the journey, you would buy instead of thinking that, oh, she's just using her numbers or her influence to sell items. And when it comes to Dia Beauty Supply. I took them through the process of we going to America, UK to source the product. So you know that when I tell you that it's authentic, I'm not just saying trust me. You actually saw the process, the building process. So it's like having people understand or be in your shoes and know that like we're actually going through the process with her, so I can trust her with this. Even if I don't need this right now, I can tell somebody that Amma sells authentic products. I saw it, or you can watch this video and understand. So I make sure that I always put people in the stories and not just come and do hearsay or just let them listen. Otherwise, it just becomes views. But there's still doubts with some people because how do they trust the product or whatever I'm selling to them? So I always make sure that I storytell every time when I have to sell something.
Okay, very interesting. Storytelling and making sure people follow you with the journey.
Yes.
So Laurentia, I think a lot of people make mistakes when they start businesses. So looking at your own business, can you share with us any mistake you made early on and kind of gave you a lesson, like you got a lesson from it that made you know that, okay, if I'm doing a creative business, this is something I should never do?
Yeah. Okay, so I realized that working in a corporate institution, I learned so much about systems, about structure. When you work for someone else, you remember to take your leave because you want to rest, you want to go on holiday, you want to do all that. But when I started my business, one key mistake I think I made was I did not carry everything that I learned working in a corporate institution into my business. I don't know why at the initial stage I thought, oh, it doesn't matter. I thought the talent was enough. The passion was enough. Oh, I love to work with kids. I love to take photos. I can direct a shoot and it turns out beautifully, so that is enough. One key mistake I made was ignoring the important structures that make corporate institutions function. They are the same things you need to bring into your business for your business to function. Why are you not resting?
Amma, why aren't you resting?
Because you will take leave, but we hardly give ourselves that grace as a business owner to take some time off to rest. And I remember when I had to have a surgery, I think I already had a condition that was exacerbated through stress.
Right.
And this happened after I had left my 9 to 5 and I had like
fully immersed
myself into my business. And I'm like, this thing has to work. You know, I was working so hard and I was doing so much. I was hardly taking leaves. I wasn't drinking water. And I had to go into surgery. I came out of surgery and the missed calls and the messages blasting me and we are trying to, I said, no. I'll not make this mistake again. So actually in my business, we take more breaks than one. People will not be happy to hear me saying this live on air, but we take more breaks than one. But we announce only one break in a year, which is our Christmas break. But in the course of the year, we take about 2 or 3 breaks. Because when I learned that lesson for myself, I had to make sure that my team also rests as well. That's one thing that entrepreneurs take for granted. We don't rest, we don't take care of ourselves, and we don't bring the learnings that we've taken from other places we've worked into our businesses when we are starting. It's when things are not going well, then we realize, oh, okay, when I used to work here, we used to do this, we used to do, maybe I should start doing that in my business. Yeah. So
understood.
You get the point.
Yes, we get it. We get it. So rest is important. I think
rest is important,
when you have
and then
baby,
structure is important right from the beginning. Otherwise, you start making costly decisions. I think another important lesson I learned was when I made very costly decisions. It's not as if I didn't have the talent or the skill or the passion. It's because I didn't have the business acumen, I didn't have the knowledge, I didn't have the leadership that certain things happened. And then when I look back at them, I'm like, if I had the right leadership or business training, this decision is not something I would have made. Yeah.
Okay. So, Chichi, when is the right time to start? Because people are watching, some people have already started and they are struggling. Some people want to start, but they are afraid. So when is the right time to start?
I don't know how to even say this and not sound delulu, but there is never really a right time. There is never really a right time. And I just want to borrow this from Nike. You just have to do it. Why I say this is that if you're waiting for the right time, that means it will never come. But there's never a perfect time. So when you feel so unready, it's even when you should start. And a lot of people would say, I might be scared to start because I don't have certain things in place. If you're waiting to have enough money, if you're waiting to have the right resources, if you're waiting to have the right network, if you're waiting to have the right platform, you will never start. Sometimes you don't have to start with the intention of making sales immediately. Like Princess said, she shaved her hair not with the intention of making sales. She was being true to herself. So just do what you believe you want to put out there, the impact, the story you want to tell.
Yeah.
Just position yourself and put it out there. But if you're like me and you want to be safe and secure before doing it, then I'll say juggle it with something. So why I think it worked for me is because I protected my safe space, my sanity, and then my background. Where I'm coming from, Charlie, I'll be borrowing a lot of jabs and sayings from people. Yeah. Like Black Sherry said, yeah, it was zero and nothing. Yeah. So when I look at where I'm coming from, that there is nothing, I'm afraid to take just open risk. So I was in corporate for a long time. I was in banking before even market research, where I was pursuing the HR. So if you realize, the transition was a bit smooth for me, because I was doing my HR, my 8 to 5, alongside my side hustle. Right. It took 2.5 years before I fully said, you know what, this can take care of my needs, my lifestyle. And let's be honest, money should always be a motivation. Accra, living in Accra here, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. So if you want a safe way to start, I would say then please make sure you gain employment with a brand that has set themselves apart, somewhere you can also learn. It's not just you say you are wasting those years because you are so passionate to start immediately. If you are like me and you want to protect your headspace and you want to be financially secured, get employment somewhere. And then you clock in for your daytime, and then in the evening you can pursue your passion or that hustle that is on your head. Even Princess is in here, she's juggling with 3 things or even 4 things. That means what? We are capable of doing it. So if you think, okay, I can't do a corporate and be doing a side hustle, then you're not ready for what is ahead, because you have to build character, you have to build resilience, and those foundational years, it builds you up, stamina, vim to even face the world. So please, it's either you start immediately, not when you are ready, or if you want to be safe and secure financially, find a job, a good placement, that will cater to your needs while you are pursuing that thing that you are not so sure about, because I don't want you trying to pursue a side hustle while going broke and hungry. Yes. So please safeguard your financial whatever, and then get an employment somewhere while you are doing your 9 shifts, pursuing whatever that you feel God has placed on your life, whatever purpose you think that you are out here for. So that is what I will advise. Either you jump in immediately or do it the other way by getting secure, stability, source of income coming in at the end of every month. And then in the evening or your spare time, you pursue your side hustle or juggle the both. And you can do it. You can do it.
We can do it. We can do it. So for those who are just joining us, my name is Afichega, and I have 3 amazing ladies here with me. I have Laurentia for Babies by Bazal. She is a photographer. She does some amazing things, and she's also a lawyer. Me, I'm putting everything you do, I have to say it. And then we have the one and only Chichi Yakubu. She is the owner of Nyonyo Foods. She does amazing food, and then she also has a background in HR. And we have...
Thank you.
Please, I don't know if you guys heard Amma. Her jollof and like don't.
It's endorsement. I won't take it.
You don't have to wait for an event. You can order from her branches. Like, don't wait for an event and then say that, hey, Nyonyo is the one catering, so I'm going. No, order and taste it for yourself. And then we have the one and only Amma Princess Bearland in the studio with us. She's our social media influencer, content creator, and the CEO of Dia Organics. Yes. So, I mean, we've had a lovely conversation so far. I want us to look at structure. I think a lot of people start businesses and they don't really have structure. For Laurentia, you've been in the 9 to 5. You have a legal background. You've also been into the 9 to 5. Madam, have you done 9 to 5 before? Exactly. So I would also like to know whether you feel you kind of missed out on some lessons with respect to 9 to 5. And I also have some amazing packages to inform you guys about from MTN Business. We have lovely ladies here like myself. They have the Ejuma Pa package where you can get discounted rates for calls, SMS, and even a doctor on call. So it's amazing stuff out there. So we'll go into that as well. Make sure you are commenting, sharing your opinion. We are going to be giving out things for free, a lot from MTN Business. So Yes, let's get into it. Starting with who wants to go? Who wants to go? Yes, Amma.
So with the latter question,
Yes.
which is if I feel like I
You've
missed
missed out,
on 95. No, I absolutely do not think I missed out on 95.
Okay.
It's now I want to go to school and then put my skill to 95 because I never, growing up, I didn't have like a business I wanted to do. But then I realized I'm actually good with business.
Right.
But I did psychology and information studies in school. So I want to like add like marketing or something related to business so that I can then now add it to the 95. So for now, I'm not missing anything. And when it comes to structure, when you start as a business owner, you should be willing to take risks like Chichi mentioned.
Yeah.
You fail. I started on Okada business. I realized that this one is not my path. My BP will rise. I just can't do it. So I had to find something that I can do. And even with that, as early as a year after, I hired someone to respond to the Instagram messages because I just can't deal with too much pressure on me. So I had to outsource. I had to take some of my profits and give it to somebody to make sure that the business does well. So you have to identify your strengths and your weaknesses, and then you delegate it to people that can help you do it. So when it comes to balancing corporate with your side business, let's say you sell things online, you have to have a website or something that can
website.
Yes.
Sorry, I have to cut you. MTN Business has the web whiz, which I think is so amazing. Literally starting as low as 250 CDs for a year. You go onto their website, you just key in all of your information, and just like that, they would help you make a website. Yeah, so there are different packages. Just make sure you go onto the MTN Business website. I mean, right now, the internet is very smart. Just type MTN Web Whiz. Everything is going to come. Because I mean, Charlie, you really need to have a website. So sorry to cut you. I just had to.
Okay.
I just had to.
So instead of like if you were at home, you could be responding to people all the time, but you're at work. So a website will make the business keep running even when you are not available.
Exactly.
And on the website, you can make your policies clear to people. Okay, pick up delivery is only Tuesdays and Saturdays. You plan with your security man at work. Leave the package for him. Your delivery guy can come and pick it up. And then Saturdays, they can come and pick it from your place. So you just have to make sure that you communicate to your followers that before they buy from you, these are the only days that you make delivery. So you have to put these structures there. You have to go through what you are going through to understand the flaws and everything. You definitely keep encountering flaws. If you yourself, you do your best, your delivery guy can mess you up. But you still have to keep learning and find out your proper structure that you can put in place. Nothing is too, it will be sorted out. No. Everything, you have to find like the root cause and then find a solution to it. When it comes to structure, that's what I feel.
Perfect. And Laurentia, I'm coming to you. I think even for myself, starting the podcast, me and my co-host, we're doing it for fun. Then someone will now bring you a contract, please sign. And then you are all over the place because something that you were doing for fun, but now it's a business, please. Something that you were doing for fun, now there's so much legal things that you need to kind of know. So from your perspective and with your legal background, when do you think is the right time for a small business to start considering such things when they start a business? Like legal, structure, signing of contracts, all of that. Yeah.
Okay.
And formalizing the business itself.
Formalizing the business. All right. So I always say that from a lawyer perspective, I would say the moment you conceive the business, you should formalize it. But from an entrepreneur perspective, I would say run the business for a bit. Make sure that it is viable. Maybe for just like 6 months or so. If you are selling to your friends or you are selling to a close group of people or even strangers, make sure you have something that people outside your friends and family circle are willing to spend money on. Okay. Now that you know that you have that business, then you need to also think about the fact that formalization comes with responsibility. In Ghana right now, the moment you register your business, I'm sure we are all aware, the tax man has his eyes on you.
Yes.
Okay. Are you making, and actually they don't care whether you are making money or not. You need to pay your taxes. Okay. So let's keep that in mind. Formalization comes with responsibility. Now, when you are starting out, you need to protect yourself. As a lawyer, it will surprise you if I tell you that I ran my business for like 2 years without a contract. But I had very strict terms and conditions and policies, as Amma mentioned. Those ones, you need to lay them out clear. But it took me 2 years before I actually sat down and put pen on paper to draft a contract. And that was after clients had shown me
Pepe
and shaggy.
You know, so that contract was very detailed because I had run the business for a bit. And then I knew that these are some of the issues that will come up, and these are the potential issues that can come up. So I factor everything into my contract. But that doesn't mean that I didn't start without policies. You need to lay out your policies. You need to lay out your terms and conditions. Otherwise, as a small business owner, people will want to push you over. People will want to bully you, and there are a lot of bullies around. Yeah. Once they see you as a startup or once they see you as a small business, something that they cannot go and open their mouth to say to MTN, they won't come and say to you, you know. So have your terms and conditions, have your policies, and then have a contract. If possible, you can just get a draft online, but have a lawyer look at it for you, because just to dot your I's and cross your T's and all that. Then you register your business. When you are starting to register your business, as a small business, I always recommend the sole proprietorship. You know, it comes with less responsibilities, less restrictions, okay. Then another thing that I'll advise that will help you in the long run, don't start by letting clients pay money to your personal Momo or your personal bank account, because anybody who has done business a bit will tell you that if your business is going to grow, you're going to have to separate your personal money from your business money. So right from the time you register your business. Some of us, as soon as we receive the certificate from the Office of the Registrar of Companies, we start, hey, I'm CEO.
Yes, CEO.
But it comes with so much responsibility that we don't realize. So you register your business, open an account for the business. People even place a certain level of respect on you when they are sending money to you and it's going to your business account rather than your personal. So you have your money, then it can help you to sort out your finances from the beginning. So, Yeah.
I think when you're starting a business, you have to do a lot of research. Like you're saying, maybe off the jump, you're not able to afford a lawyer. So you definitely have to go online, read, find things. And that is why I'm going to put you guys on the MTN Business Unlimited Fiber Broadband. I think it's very interesting when you are able to kind of put it in your mind that I'm spending this amount every month for internet. And it's not like, hey, I'm streaming something and then now my internet is finished. So yes, let's definitely explore those packages through MTN Business. They have a fiber unlimited offer and it's amazing stuff. I want to go to Chichi now. Now let's kind of zoom into attracting customers. Okay, so now I understand. You people have told me that I should start my business. People have told me that I should build structure. People have told me I should even do websites. I'll look for 250 CDs and go on to Webnix. I'm going to do all of that. Now, how do I get customers, especially for you? You started with food. I'm sure maybe you started with friends and family. How do you kind of widen your net to ensure that other people buy into this small business for it to grow?
I'll say that we are in an era where everybody can make it. And if you believe it, then you can run with it. And I'll say it again, everybody can make it. Why that is because social media is such a powerful tool. No one should sleep on it. I know people would think, because it's food and it's something people enjoy, and based on people seeing the process of me losing the weight and stuff like that, they bought into it. But best believe, it's never really your family and friends that even bet on you first.
True.
Total strangers. And that should even validate you more. Because, if Princess knows me and she's buying from me, she's supporting her sister. She just has to do it. So you feel like, oh, she's doing it out of love, empathy.
Yes.
But I would be excited if Laurentia, let's say she doesn't know me at all and bets on me and actually buys the product, meaning the product is worth it, right? So for me, it was not even family and friends. So it was social media. It was such a powerful tool. At the time, Facebook was the thing. One picture changed the trajectory of my story.
Wow.
One photo.
What kind?
It was a
what
before
photo was it?
and after.
Oh, okay.
So social media is such a tool. And I want to say this, anyone watching this webinar, please, make sure you create more than you consume on social media. Trust me. Because if you are the one consuming, then just know that those that are creating are milking off you. So now that we all have a platform, even if you tell me I'm not a social media person, you have a WhatsApp status, and I know everybody's using that thing. We are all using it. What are you putting out there? Is it generating income? Or is it just leisurely scrolling or doom scrolling? I mean, the latter is not bad. But if you're an entrepreneur, you have to maximize the tool of social media. One photo changed everything. It granted me an interview. I didn't know the person. Giftianti invited me. Based on one photo, I had an interview. And platforms should be maximized to its fullest potential. So social media took me to an interview. The interview, like we are doing right now, you see everybody whilst they are talking about their product. Every room you enter, make sure the conversation that you're having there, you should put your product somewhere there, sadly or first. I don't want you like you're in a networking space that is social and then you are just talking, oh, you know. But sadly find a way to always make sure you mention the product. That's why I say that now everybody can make it. So everyone has a smartphone. Majority of us watching is because you have a smart device. That's why you are watching. So it was social media for me. That is what I used. And now more than ever, it's accessible to everybody. We have Instagram, we have TikTok, and we are in a creative era as well. So picture perfect is not even selling. So if you tell me, oh, I don't have the best camera, my lighting is not good, so I'm not able to position it to be able to gain new clients, I think you're making excuses, Princess, right? Because your most viral moments are not even picture perfect, right? It's what you don't even think of. So I say this again, that now everybody can make it. So please, use social media to your advantage.
100%.
And even if you don't understand how it works, talk to ChatGPT. Tell ChatGPT that I'm selling food.
Our best friend.
How do I position it as an indigenous Ghanaian food brand? How do I target this market of working class people? Because I've positioned my business to work between 11 to 6 p.m. That is new. Our target market is the corporate first when it comes to the restaurant side. And the event side or the social event also is serving another market. But our 8 to 5, which is like the banking sector, which is open every day, whether rain or shine, is the restaurant. Give ChatGPT the necessary information to even help you to design marketing tools or content creation ideas so that you use the social media to your advantage. So for me, social media worked for me, and social media can work for all of us. And it doesn't have to be picture perfect. I don't want anyone saying that, hey, you guys have the smartphone, you have the latest phone, you have a video person, you have an IT team. Everybody once started with a one-man team. But how you play that one-man team makes all the difference. If you are not positioning your business casually and on vibes. I remember when I was a one-man business, listen, if I'm replying a message or an email, I said, thank you for reaching out to us. Who is us?
It was me, myself, and I.
Me, myself, and I. So you see, never position yourself. Exactly. Never position yourself casually. Before you start that business, think of it as an empire, as a legacy, as a structured company, as a corporation, as a limited liability. Whatever big comes in your mind, envision it that way and be audacious about it. Audacity plays a big role. Clack it for me. So guys, dot on yourself. I don't want you leisurely replying to WhatsApp, hey, hi, when people have reached out to your business page. Sometimes I inquire from other brands and then I say, hello, I need this, and then they'll come, hi. I'm like, hey, are you okay? And now more than ever, you don't have to do all that hard work. There are AI automated, generated responses for us. So you're not making all these things.
These are some of the things that we definitely have to get into next, like using AI tools and everything. And I think I said it earlier, if you are running a business, you need fast internet because I feel like it's basic. For you people, you say you are putting your businesses on. Let me put my business on. Because my business is the MTN Unlimited Fiber, the MTN Business Unlimited Fiber. And I've said it over and over again because if your internet goes down, your business too can go down. Imagine somebody is trying to get an order and then like my internet is not working.
I was so stressed.
Look at that. But with MTN Business Unlimited Fiber broadband, it keeps you running with speeds up to 500 Mbps. That is very fast. Trust me, I know. I'm always streaming and uploading YouTube stuff using MTN. I know what I'm saying. The 500 Mbps, it is actually very good. Zero data caps and connectivity that doesn't quit. And this is what it sets it apart. I'll ask you people questions. So listen. Built-in cloud-first cyber security, dedicated static IP, and round-the-clock technical support, and a complimentary graphic business subscription. That's like newspaper. You can actually read what is happening in real time, absolutely free. So you are not just connected, but you are protected and informed. So make sure you find out more about this plan before this webinar is over. You can call or WhatsApp 0244 0244-308-111. That is 0244-308-111, or visit shop.mtn.com.gh. MTN, everywhere you go. We'll be right back. Share the link, share the link.
When I think SME Accelerate, I think access to digital tools, real life solutions that you can roll out in your businesses today, not tomorrow, today, and these solutions will transform your business. Training, targeted, segmented, and carefully curated to meet your specific needs. I'm particularly excited about our partnership with Nova Business School. Last year, we took 50 business leaders through an intensive mini MBA series. The impact is showing in their businesses today as we speak. Webinars, industry experts speaking on topics that will help you grow your business or start one. Real insights into programs targeted at MSMEs so our customers can also apply. We are partnering with major business fairs so our MSMEs can be part of these fairs that creates access to market for them. Real digital experience centers where you can walk in and tell us exactly what the problems you are facing in your businesses today are, so that we can co-create and build a solution that will impact many other businesses like yours. To crown it all, SME Awards in partnership with SMEGA, where you get to be recognized for the impact you are making in your field.
Are you a business owner, young entrepreneur, woman in business, or running a small or large SME? Then this is for you. SME Accelerate brings together the ideas, opportunities, and support needed to move your business forward.
Obiambra meyensiaze SME Accelerate wababatna mama yenjo ho bakaye ho SME Accelerate na yemfa wedwuma nkwenyim
anyeme nya ba wo fie komi SME Accelerate ebe ko nye he wo yo bie nye ba ni wonye wanye nyanyina no twumoe aya hie
ye krado ne bra na yencho ekwan a wadwuma ebetumpon
Magagle dokio la foya ba SME Accelerate initiative amo. Clomido la dodo yanu eye na nogomo blibo.
Good business means seeing the possibilities and maximizing opportunities. Making sure you have a responsive support system backs your business goals. A partner that gives you a stable platform with reliable connectivity and seamless solutions, and better understands the tools required to take you to the next level. With so many moving parts in running a business, we do our best to provide you with some stability. The only kind of stability you can find with MTN Business Broadband, the fastest and most reliable internet provider in Ghana, making sure you stay ahead and stay connected, because we understand what makes your business tick.
Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh or call or WhatsApp 0244 308 111.
MTN.
When I think SME Accelerate, I think access to digital tools, real life solutions that you can roll out in your businesses today, not tomorrow, today, and these solutions will transform your business. Training, targeted, segmented, and carefully curated to meet your specific needs. I'm particularly excited about our partnership with Nova Business School. Last year, we took 50 business leaders through an intensive mini MBA series. The impact is showing in their businesses today as we speak. Webinars, industry experts speaking on topics that will help you grow your business or start one. real insights into programs targeted at MSMEs so our customers can also apply. We are partnering with major business fairs so our MSMEs can be part of these fairs that creates access to market for them. Real digital experience centers where you can walk in and tell us exactly what the problems you are facing in your businesses today are, so that we can co-create and build a solution that will impact many other businesses like yours. To crown it all, SME Awards in partnership with SMEGA, where you get to be recognized for the impact you are making in your field.
Are you a business owner, young entrepreneur, woman in business, or running a small or large SME? Then this is for you. SME Accelerate brings together the ideas, opportunities, and support needed to move your business forward.
Obiambra meyensiaze. SME Accelerate Webinar. Mama yenjo ho. Bakaye ho SME Accelerate na yemfa wedwuma nkwenyim.
Anyeme. Nya ba wo fie komi. SME Accelerate ebeko. Nye he wo yo obie. Nye ba ni wonye wanye. Nye nyina no twumoe. Aya hie.
Ye krado ne bra na yencho ekwan a wadwuma ebetumpon.
Magagledo kiola foya ba SME Accelerate initiative amo. Clomido le dodo yanu eye na nogomo blibo.
When I think SME Accelerate, I think access to digital tools, real life solutions that you can roll out in your businesses today, not tomorrow, today, and these solutions will transform your business. Training, targeted, segmented, and carefully curated to meet your specific needs. I'm particularly excited about our partnership with Nova Business School. Last year, we took 50 business leaders through an intensive mini MBA series. The impact is showing in their businesses today as we speak. Webinars, industry experts speaking on topics that will help you grow your business or start one. Real insights into programs targeted at MSMEs so our customers can also apply. We are partnering with major business fairs so our MSMEs can be part of these fairs that creates access to market for them. Real digital experience centers where you can walk in and tell us exactly what the problems you are facing in your businesses today are, so that we can co-create and build a solution that will impact many other businesses like yours. To crown it all, SME Awards in partnership with SMEGA, where you get to be recognized for the impact you are making in your field.
Are you a business owner, young entrepreneur, woman in business, or running a small or large SME? Then this is for you. SME Accelerate brings together the ideas, opportunities, and support needed to move your business forward.
Obiambra meyensiaze. SME Accelerate Webinar. Mama yenjo ho. Bakaye ho SME Accelerate na yemfa wedwuma nkwenyim.
Anyeme. Nya ba wo fie komi. SME Accelerate ebeko. Nye he wo yo obie. Nye ba ni wonye wanye. Nye nyina no twumoe. Aya hie.
Ye krado ne bra na yencho ekwan a wadwuma ebetumpon.
Magagledo kiola foya ba SME Accelerate initiative amo. Clomido le dodo yanu eye na nogomo blibo.
When I think SME Accelerate, I think access to digital tools, real life solutions that you can roll out
Okay. Welcome back to the MTN SME Accelerate Youth Entrepreneur Webinar 2026. I'm Afi Chega, your moderator for today. We've been having an amazing time with Laurentia from Babies by Bazaar, with Chichi from Nyonyo Foods and Ama Berland from Dia Organics. When I say from, they are not coming from the place as a company. They are the CEOs, they are the owners. And we've been having an amazing conversation about side hustles and how to translate your side hustle into a big booming business while combining it either with your 9-to-5 or with school. So of course, I'm going to be giving out free things. I don't say things and I don't do them. So I've been giving you people gems about the amazing packages from MTN Business. I'll ask you about it. But before I ask you about it, I want to go back to my lovely ladies. So let's get into communication and managing clients. Communication and managing clients. I think I'll start with Laurentia. What's your take on how to communicate well with clients, how to manage them, and then ensure that you have retained customers, in a sense?
Okay. So I work in an industry where my communication is mostly with women and women who are at a stage in life where their hormones are probably dealing with them. Because I'm dealing with people who are newly pregnant or almost delivering or just had a baby or dealing with a toddler. And so you need a lot of empathy.
Yeah.
So first of all, I'll say in dealing with clients, put yourself in the client's shoes, okay? And I learned really early to, should I say, under-promise and over-deliver. Yeah. Always give more than what the client is expecting to get based on, let's say, in my field, the package they've chosen, okay? And then set realistic expectations for the client. Don't what I ordered versus what I got. You know, when clients...
The baby will be looking like this.
Exactly.
Hey, madam.
Especially with AI,
yeah.
We have parents sending all sorts of inspirations. I like this concept. I want my baby to be standing on the sun and looking at the moon. So, so you let them know what is realistic, what is possible. Don't promise the client that this can be done.
Yeah.
Take the client's money and then don't deliver. You know, it's breeds mistrust, yeah, and all that. And then, in as much as we employ a lot of empathy in dealing with our clients, mostly because I deal a lot with women. There are people who come for consultations and then break down crying. I get that a lot, especially when someone is coming for a beauty session or maternity, they cry a lot. So you have to be empathetic. But then you have to be firm, because if not, there can be a lot of emotional blackmail, you know. Oh, but there are people who actually expect that because I work mostly with children, we are probably playing or running. Even playgrounds have rules and regulations. You can't come here at this time. You can't, you know. So how much more me? But there's this idea that, oh, but it's just a child. Oh, can't you add this? Oh, until you know.
God.
And then you feel so bad because, but that is not what you paid for at the end of the day. Boundaries. So if you set boundaries, so in dealing with clients, be empathetic, put yourself in the client's shoes, but set boundaries. And then let them know right from the onset, this is what is allowed, this is not what is allowed. Then you gain your respect as a business, your respect as an entrepreneur. Because mind you, the people that you break your back for, the people that you give them way more than what they are supposed to get, if you don't communicate it properly, they'll tell their friends, oh, when you go, just tell them that's, oh. You know, that's how it is. So you need to set boundaries in communication with your communicating with your clients, and that's, you know, it guides the expectations of everyone. Yeah,
that's true. And Ama, to you, a lot of young entrepreneurs, they are posting, or they've seen your post, they are following what you are doing, but it is not really working. They are struggling to convert these posts into customer sales, engagements that actually bring value back into their business. So what is your advice for people who are having this current struggle? They feel like they are doing everything right, but it's not working.
So I post a lot of brands. I post for small businesses a lot. And I've realized that small businesses a lot care about views and followers even more than they care about sales. So sometimes they'll be on TikTok. This product is a product that you're supposed to explain what it does, but they'll be holding it and dancing. You get the views. People will say, oh, your dance is nice. But it doesn't go anywhere because you are not educating, you are not letting people understand what this does. Sometimes even people can send videos of their clothes that they sell, and the way the video has been taken, it's not nice, it's not appealing. But if you are into fashion, you can see that this dress has potential. But then the way the person has advertised it, it doesn't call you. So I can see your video, I've seen it, I can drop you a like to support you, but I'm not really drawn to purchasing. So people have to focus on, because it's an online thing and people are drawn to what they see, you have to take your time and make sure that whatever video you are taking is nice. Focus on educating people. Even in your dance videos, at least write captions and things so that when the video goes viral, people will understand captions. And captions, a lot of people don't like reading captions. Write it boldly on the screen. Add your number so that if somebody misses it, you know that sometimes some clients, they are not for you. They just have to go. Like, make sure that whatever video you are putting out, people can understand or get educated by what you sell, so that when it goes viral, it's not just the views and then the followers. You actually get buyers or at least inquiries for referrals. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you. And Chichi, I want to touch on your corporate life experience just one more time. I think I did that with Laurentia, but with you, I didn't really go deep. So I just want you to let me know how your corporate life kind of affected your business, your second business or your current business now. And what has it taught you with respect to being an entrepreneur to people watching as well?
I'll say, well, the one thing corporate taught me is discipline. You know, corporate will definitely make you well-structured, respect principles, how things are done, which are processes, and above all else, punctuality. Like, look at the way I'm dressed here. I definitely look like someone who is going to the bank. Yeah. It's because of corporate, because it's embedded something in me that I always kind of show up quite formally, even to a semi-formal event. And some way, somehow, it's worked in my favor. Imagine a mom is expecting a caterer to come visit them at home to go through the menu of the daughter's wedding. And then I show up like this. Trust me, the mom's posture will change. Immediately there will be respect. Yeah. Even before me saying a word, they'll know that I take things seriously. They'll know that I'm structured. They'll know that I'm not some dropout who didn't have any other option and ended up doing food. Because Ghanaians, trust me, when I started food, I had lots of disrespect. Because people just assume, because you are doing food or pejani, and they might talk to you anyhow. I'm the only caterer that when I started this business, if you give me 10, I show up at 9:30. And because food vendors are used to coming or showing up late, what happened in the long run affected the brands I was working with or the clients I was working with. That is because if you tell me I should come at 10 and fufu is on the menu, best believe I'm there 9:30 with the fufu. So if your intention was to have it at 2 p.m., fufu will never say. Because I was time conscious. And it's because I'm from a structured place. If bank is opening at 8, know that staff and operational team, we've showed up by 7:30 without fault, whether rain or shine. If you can't come, proper communication. So those things, I mean, it rubbed off me the right way. And when I implemented in my business, my team, they know that at Nyonyo, even from the clergy to the cleaner to security to waiting staff to administration, we respect time. And our code of conduct, we don't play with it. The way we show up, if the uniform is black with the logo on it, with black pants, I don't want to see you in blue jeans. You know, it's position our brand in a different light. It's because of this structures I learned at maybe even banking especially. You might be at Access Bank, at Stanbic. There are certain color patterns that isn't like you have been told. So we all know. So you get to the bank and realize that everybody's wearing a different shade of blue. Yeah. It's for a reason. It's brand identification. When you apply these things into your business, it sets you apart from the rest. So you know that there are lots of other food or business owners, but there is a clickbait one, and then there is a properly structured one. And trust me, I'm all for a hybrid of that, because I understand the power of social media. And also, sometimes to get people's attention, you have to do a clickbait thing. But while doing that, just like Princess said, remember the product. So placement is very important. So that is something that corporates will teach you. And for me, it's really helped me in positioning myself in the way I process the processes and the procedures we go through as Nyonyo, the strategies we've put in place. And that's also the only way your business can survive or scale. And those things, I don't take them for granted. So if you took nothing at all from all that I said, I pray that you take these things, please, in your business, don't operate it casually. Operate it like it's business. Be serious about it. The way you approach it it sets a tone where the customer even knows how to talk to you. But if you present yourself as a certain light, the customer will also be. There are instances where I have goofed because things will happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes beyond me, obstructions on the road, and maybe something happens and then the food will spill or something. But the way you position yourself based on the things I've learned in corporate, the client is not happy, but they water down their rage, their anger. You hear them saying, please, with all due respect, I didn't really like, you understand? They are toned, they are mindful. And it's just because of how I've positioned myself, because of the things I learned in corporate, how to even dress, how to talk, phone etiquette, how to show up, timing, the system in place, so that nothing is left to chance. And all this, corporate will teach you, like whether you like it or not. I mean, you can't come to MTN at 11 o'clock when your reporting time is 8. There is no way. And if you learn these things and you apply it in your business, you will be set apart no matter what.
I think we have to clap. I think I'm learning so much myself, and I'm sure everybody watching us is having an amazing time and they're learning so much. We actually have a question from LinkedIn. Ainin Odro is asking, what are the most common mistakes young entrepreneurs make when trying to scale their businesses too quickly? I'll say it again. What are the most common mistakes young entrepreneurs make when they are trying to scale their business too quickly? So who wants to try?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I experienced this too many times. First of all, manage your expectations. Because of social media now and people seeing that, let me tell you, sometimes some things are just strategies. People put things in place for you to feel like there's high demand. And I've done that before. When I started, I had 10 products. I told people that it's 100. So the next time the pre-orders came and it was actually 100. So when you're a business owner and you look at these businesses and you feel like, if I post this there by tomorrow, I have to get 1,000 orders. If it doesn't come, then you're like, oh, maybe it's not for me. I'm going to quit it or something. So manage your expectations and know that sometimes some things happen gradually. Also, the giving up part, I have to keep coming back. Your workers will disappoint you a lot. Whoever you're working with, it can be your mother, it can be your sister, it can be your delivery guy, it can be anybody. Somebody will always disappoint you. Just make sure that you find a way to talk to clients. And number 3, I don't know if I can use this phrase on TV, but how do I even say it? You have to be able to...
I don't know why it's funny.
Like,
I'm scared, Ama.
Kiss of your clients.
You have to lie on the floor.
Lie on the floor for your clients. Like, I know that you're an guy in your house, but in this era of being called out on social media, even the way that you say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm this, I'm that, crowd will let them say you are mad at you, but it's okay. Or they'll go and tell their clients that the last time they did this, but the way they spoke to me, I think that they didn't mean that. So even you can say I'm sorry, then you be there saying this girl cry, but you say it to yourself, tell your friend, but when you're talking to the client, please make sure that you're like lying on the floor for them and everything. So those are my 3. Take risk, manage your expectations, and humble yourself in the most humblest way, but still have your policies in place though. That's very important. Don't let somebody walk over you because they feel like, oh, this person agrees to everything. No, but still,
Cool. I have other questions here, so let's go into the next question. This is from Facebook, asked by Vincent Mriku. Young people have ideas, but hesitate because they fear failure. What is the first practical step someone should take when they want to start a side hustle while still in school or working? I feel we've already answered this in a way, but he's saying what is the first practical step to take?
Can I?
Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'll say make sure that the idea you have is something that can become a viable business. You know, we all have, I'm sure, when we go into our childhood, we've all said, I want to be a pilot, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a this. We all have ideas, you know, but if you want to get rid of that fear, test it. I dare say test it for free. You know, if it's a product like Amma, try it on yourself or try it on other people, document it, and make sure that this is something that is tried and tested that people are willing to pay for. When I started Bazal Art Studios, okay, Babies by Bazal, I did free photo shoots for people for like 6 months. For a whole 6 months. Initially, it was my own family, my own kids, and then I started asking other people, a stranger. So I actually put a message out there. If you know anybody who has just had a baby, let me know. And then I would want to come and do, because I needed to try it and see, is this something that, first of all, I can do? Is this something that when I do, people will like? Yeah. Is this something that people will want to pay for? You know, so try it for some time. All this while you are in your main hustle, you have your business, you have a reliable source of income. Don't get the idea and then wake up to quit your job and start that business when you don't know whether someone is going to pay for it or not. If people are going to pay for it, how likely are they even to come back and pay for it again? If it's something that's just a one-off, somebody pays for it once, they're not going to come back, then you don't have something that is sustainable, that's something that's a viable business to bring you income over a long period of time. So always test it first for free. Okay, and make sure that this is something that can survive before you go into it.
Okay, thank you. So I have one more question from YouTube, and I would like Chichi to handle it. It's from Philip Sabin, and he's saying that should SMEs price for affordability or profitability? It's kind of related to what she said from the beginning. So should they look at making things affordable just so that the products can move, or they should focus on making profits first?
Both are right answers, affordability and then profitability. It just depends on the stage in which you are. I mean, no one is going into business to make a loss. Let's start from there. So we know that obviously at the end of the day, it should make business sense. But starting it, just like Laurentia says, there should be a test run. And during the test run time, it's not to make money. It's not to make profit. It's one, to actually get the product out there, to test the market, to see that if this thing will work, if this will be able to be sustained by yourself, by your team at the long run. Is it a real need? Is there a gap? Is there a solution you are actually providing? That time, it will be affordability or even free. That will not make business sense. But once you get your results from that kind of research, your test run period, then of course, you are in business to make profits. Your overhead costs matter. You are not here for charity. No one starts business based on charity. If that's the case, then it should be an NGO. So there's a period where your business is affordability or probably not even making any sort of profits. And it's okay. It's the foundation that you are laying, and you are also using it as a trial time or a test run period. After that, once you know this will work, please go back to the drawing board and factor in all that is going into the product. Add the overhead costs, the amount you pay yourself, and stuff like that. Then you put the brand or the product out there with the right amount of money that will cap its per price. Then you are in business. But for the beginning, I'll say this, that of course, a lot of us have made losses in the beginning because you want people to sample it, you want people to talk about it, because if the product is not out there, how people know about it? So during that time, it's affordability or a loss. And then when it becomes something that you are sure, based on the research you've gathered, of course, it should be profitable. So depending on the stage you are in.
Okay. Thank you all. So people have asked your questions. We've answered them beautifully. Now me, I'm also coming to ask you questions. And I want you to answer them correctly. Not only beautifully, but correctly. And the first person to answer my question is going to get an amazing voucher. So let me start with my very, very first question. I spoke about the MTN Business Unlimited Fiber Broadband, and I mentioned that it had some additional features. Aside you having internet speed, unlimited internet speed, no data cap, I gave some additional features that come with the MTN Unlimited business plan for fiber broadband. So give me any 2 additional features. There were actually 4. So just give me any 2 in the comment section, and then you win something amazing. So I'm waiting.
I'm waiting.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Maybe I need to give you more context as to what exactly you're going to win. I'm giving you 1,000 Ghana cedi voucher. 1,000. That's a lot of money. So please answer my question. What are 2 additional features that you get from the MTN Business Unlimited Fiber Broadband? I'm waiting to see if the correct answer is said. I'm checking. Please, my panelists, I hope you clocked some of the, even though you are not part, sorry, you are not part, you are not part, but you know some of the advantages. Amawa, you want to say it?
You look so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. It's MTN business. Have I gotten a winner, or I should give you guys? Okay, let me ask my second question as well. How many plans are available on the MTN Business Unlimited Fiber Broadband? How many plans are available on the MTN Business Unlimited Fiber Broadband? That one, so I'm waiting for a response. And no one from MTN is included. Those of you who have been working here, this is Apple. This is simple Apple. You are not part. So I want the viewers, people who have been watching throughout, to try and answer. If you want to WhatsApp 0244308111 now to get the answer to, I have no problem. Okay. So while we wait for the, what should I call them, the quiz masters to check and make sure that we have some correct answers, I want to come back to everyone here. There's one question I always ask people on Stay by Plan, which is my podcast. It has to do with support from family. What has the support system been like for all three of you with respect to your journey? And do you think a support system is very important when you are starting a side business or a side hustle?
Mine has been amazing. From every aspect in my life, when it comes to what I wanted to be, what I was doing, at every point, all my family members supported me, so it hasn't been difficult for me at all. I imagine my shock when I came, I was exposed to the public and I found out that some people can't have conversations with their parents. It was just confusing to me because I could tell my mother anything. Think about the wildest things and I could tell my mother and my sisters and everything. My mother tells me that she's a vessel.
Okay.
And I've passed through her. I've reached 18. Now this is my own. But she can only give me her advice and everything, but she can never force me to do something. And she would rather I'm able to tell her something than she'll find out somewhere. So she's been very supportive when it comes to the entrepreneurship part. Before I was able to buy the filler machine to help fill the oils, they were helping do it manually and everything. So they've been absolutely supportive about that. So it's very important because when you have all this, imagine they weren't supportive and I'm the only one that has to fill about 100 bottles when I was in school and everything. So it's very important to have family support.
Okay, I'll come to the two of you soon. I've gotten a winner for my second question. My second question was, how many plans are available on the MTN Business Unlimited Fiber Broadband? And the answer is 3 plans, 3 different plans. And my winner is Retails on YouTube. That's your name on YouTube, Retails. So just shoot us a message on our socials and then we are going to contact you for you to get your voucher. I'm still waiting for my first question. If anybody can get a correct answer, I can give a clue. I mentioned something that had to do with you'll be protected and informed. These things are going to make sure that you are protected and informed. So that is the clue. So going back to my two lovely ladies, let me start with Laurentia. The support system is important.
It's extremely important because I went to law school for 6 years and then continued to do my master's for a year. So imagine 7 years of legal education and you want to do photography. For my parents, for instance, it should have been a shock.
Yeah.
But because they had seen me grow, loving art, they knew at a point it would come out. And I had the entrepreneurial spirit from quite a young age. When I was in the university, I had a business that was doing so. I bought my first car from that when I was in the university. So my parents were not too surprised. Now come to my husband. You get married to a lawyer, and then in the night you can't find her. She's in the studio.
You see
she's
now.
taking pictures. She's editing. She's doing this, you know. And then she doesn't see you with your hair all done, wearing suits because you are chasing babies around. You have to wear t-shirts and jeans. So, but the family support has been there. My first camera was my husband's camera that he gave me. I said, oh, let me use it. I'll bring it, but I never sent it back. You know?
We are not sorry.
And he's been, we are not sorry. He's been amazing. He supports my ventures. He sends me a lot of client referrals. He talks about my business. All his friends follow my business and all that. So family support is really, really important. Otherwise, you'll be frustrated. Yeah. I know people who want to start a business, but the feedback you get from your family alone can, you know, make you give up, discourage you. And I once worked with a gentleman who is into animations, who said he was living with his uncle at the time, and then when he was pursuing animation so much, learning, he was always behind his computer. He's a huge animator now, I mean. But at that stage, I think his story said his uncle drove him out of the house and he had only 2 Ghana cedis in his pocket at that time. So this is something that can break you as an entrepreneur. You know, you will stop and they'll say, go and look for a job, and something that will bring you money. But usually when you are starting as an entrepreneur, there's no money in it at that time. So if you don't have the support and the encouragement and people who believe in you, who even send you ideas, people who see inspirations, try this, I think it will be nice. And my family models for me, like, I should give them shout out. Akosia is always my model, my sister-in-law. The craziest idea, she'll come, if I want to launch something, she'll come and model for me. So support from family and friends, it can make or break you at the initial stages. It's very important. So let's put this message out there, especially for parents. If you have a child who wants to go the unconventional way, pursue a passion into a business or something, you want this child to be a doctor, to be a lawyer, to be an accountant, whatever, and let's say they want to go into modeling or something, try to support them. Maybe at the initial stage, they will not drop one quickly and go and do the other one, but help them to balance and encourage them, because you never know what will come out of it.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I have a winner for my first question. I'm happy that everybody was paying attention. The question was, how many, no, 2 additional, that was the first question, 2 additional features that you get from the MTN Business Unlimited Fiber Broadband. Okay, so we have a winner who goes by the name of Emefa Mekpo. Emefa Mekpo. And she mentioned access to news from graphic, so that's correct over here, graphic business subscription. So once you sign up to this unlimited plan, you are going to have access to the newspaper and be able to read everything that's happening in real time. And the second thing that she said was 24-hour support, and I'm going to take that because I said round-the-clock technical support. And then the 2 additional things that we have is the built-in Cloudflare cybersecurity and a dedicated static IP. So, MFA, please make sure you send us a message and make sure you come for your 1,000 cedis voucher. I think I've had a very amazing time. I wish we could go on and on and on and on, but all too soon, all good things have to come to an end. I think we've learned so much about side hustles. We've learned from your personal experiences. You've given us advice. And I don't think the conversation needs to end here. Let's continue having conversations on MTN's pages. Go and just be commenting, ask them questions over there, and then we'll find a way to answer as well. And please don't forget all the amazing packages they have, the unlimited fiber from MTN Business, the Ejumapa for women, and also the WebWiz. I'm very much grateful to each and every single one of you for joining us. If you can just give me your final words and then we wrap up, that would be amazing.
Okay. So, my final words will be, you have to start, which we've emphasized a lot. And also always make sure you run a market survey. Make sure that whatever you're trying to enter into solves a problem. Because sometimes there are some businesses that are too late to start in whatever space you find yourself in. So make sure that you run a market survey and make sure that the business is actually creating a solution to a problem. That is how you can get more people to keep coming back. And I wish everybody the best in their businesses. And 11 July, I'm launching my business at East Legon. So pass by. Thank you.
Will charge me, and MTN will charge.
I'll just say that just keep going, be consistent with what you're doing. I know from experience that the first few years are hard. It seemed like you are not going anywhere with what you're doing, but then there is this year that I call it the Phoenix season, and when it comes, it hits you like, oh my God, the overflow. It's like God just opened the floodgates. So whatever you're doing, just keep going. Don't give up too soon, okay? And another thing is, don't measure your chapter 1 with someone's chapter 20. We all do that. Everyone does, because social media, so it's in our face. You wake up and every day someone has launched this, someone has opened a new branch, someone has, their brand is now on Amazon. You see all sorts of things, and sometimes it can trigger you to want to do something in a haste, something you are not too ready for. So please, mind the business that pays you and focus on your focus. Please zone in on what you set yourself to do, because if you are looking at what people are doing on social media, you might get it all wrong, because support is there, but people have certain level of sponsorship that you and I know nothing about. And I don't want you beating yourself too hard because of what others are doing, and you think that they are growing, they are evolving, their business is doing so well. Keep betting on yourself and don't give up, and just keep going. And one day it will make sense. This is not like preaching, or it's not like we used 1 CD and it became 100 CDs kind of preaching. But I tell you for free, everyone on this panel can tell you how much consistency has helped them. There were times they were doing what they were doing and they felt like, where am I going with this? And then one day, just one day, that day, and everything sort of makes sense. So keep betting on yourself and stay consistent with whatever you are building, and it's going to make sense.
Thank you. So I would say, if you are in school or you are in an institution working, there's definitely something in that institution that you can learn and apply into your business. Don't be in a hurry to leave your main job to your side hustle just because you've conceived the idea. Don't. That will be your mistake. And then you start with your CV going from office to office looking for a job again. So learn as much as you can. Learn on someone else's CD. I learned this quite early when I started business. Learn as much as you can from your current employer or your institution that you are studying in, and then apply those into your business. And when you start your business, that's why it's a side hustle. Don't think about only the side, think about the hustle part. It's hard work. It's hard work. When we started, I think one of us mentioned that you have to work in the night when you close from your 9 to 5, or you have to sacrifice your weekends, and it's so much hard work. Do that consistently until the business is on its feet before you think of leaving your main hustle. Don't be in a hurry to, as Chichi said, don't be in a hurry to compare yourself to someone. Someone has hired a big studio, so you also go and take money you don't have to get a shop you can't afford to impress people who don't care. So always work at your pace, and then once your business is on its feet, then you can think of delving into it and building it further.
Congratulations, it's just one day. The
rest
for you.
Congratulations, loud.
True. Okay, so I think we've had an amazing time. This has been the MTN SME Accelerate Youth Entrepreneur Webinar 2026. My name is Afichega. I've been your moderator. Thank you to our lovely ladies, Laurentia, Chichi, Amabel, and thank you so much for joining us. We know you are busy. So to have come here to have this conversation with us, I would also like to say thank you to MTN Business for putting this together. I feel we've learned so much, and we are done, but please don't go away. Immediately after, we are going to show a QR code. Let us know your feedback. If you want to see me here again, please tell them. And everything with respect to this webinar, let us know, because of course we have more webinars coming up and we need to improve for you. What do you want us to speak about next? Let us know through the survey and the QR code. So yes, thank you once again to everyone for joining. And yes, MTN,
everywhere you go.
Good. Thank you so much. Bye.